Yeah.
Okay, let's kick off the
Alright.
expedition.
Okay, cool, man. Let's do it. So yeah, I've been playing the game for like was it 2 weeks now?
Oh, cool.
And yeah, my first trials were actually okay, but I feel like as I played more and more, I just keep getting worse and worse. I don't know if it's because I'm overthinking my actual plays or what's up, but yeah.
Have you had any prior card game experience or?
No, I played Slay the Spire a shit ton, but
Oh, okay, I never played that, but that's more like a deck building game, right?
it's very, very different. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's more like
you've used cards, so yeah. No, that's about it.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do it. Sweet.
Let's check
see
the
if
time.
I cannot go 0-0.
So yeah,
Alright.
I'm a pretty big fan of going Demacia in expeditions because it just has so many good generically strong cards that have a really good rate. This is a very bad Demacia starter pack, but it's still like good to get into Demacia, so I normally even take the bad Demacia packs because except for a few cards, most Demacia cards are good to great. Like the Mage Seeker is one of the really bad ones, but it's one of the few really bad ones. And Lux is not a great champion, but
sorry, go on.
But since she was getting buffed, she's even like pretty decent now in Expedition, I think.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, so you would take it over the Tryndamere here? Because Tryndamere is quite good, right? And these are decent.
Yeah, Tryndamere is quite good, and like Freljord is decent. It's kind of a bit like Demacia in that it has a lot of just solid raid cards, but it's overall weaker than Demacia in my experience impression, and it's more like weak cards, like stuff like Lonely Poro and a bunch of other things that are not that impactful or more situational or synergy based. But you can like go heavy Freljord and try to get like a lot of Elnuks.
Yeah.
That can be good.
So should we go for Demacia here?
Yeah, I would go for the Demacia pack.
Alright, let's do it.
And the preferred splash is usually Ionia because elusives are so good and limited.
Okay.
So here I would just probably take the Ionia package. We get the best Ionia champion.
Oh, well, you think Zed's the best, yeah?
It's the best of the Ionia champions, yeah, because the other Ionia champions are just like Yasuo is very situational. What's the other one?
What is it? Yes.
Karma, and what's the fourth one?
Karma...
Shen, right? Like Shen is alright, Karma is okay. Yasuo is pretty useless. Big picture, and Zed is just a good like individual card.
Alright, let's take Zed then, yeah?
Yes, because once again the other two regions are a bit more higher variants, I would say. And I also don't have that much experience with them, simply because Demacia has been working so well for me that I usually just go Demacia for like safe performance.
Okay, fair enough, man. Alright, so here we've got I like the look of this one, War Chefs and Vanguard.
Yeah, I think the pile on the right is a bit better than the one on the left, although Remembrance is pretty good and Purify is nice to have like one or two, since it has a lot of utility, but you don't want to get too many. And Ionia I basically would only take if there's a decent elusive in the pile, and otherwise try to get as much Demacia as possible, because Bannerman is such a good Demacia card that you want to be heavy Demacia.
Yeah, fine, I see. And I guess the left pile does synergize with Lux a bit well, but...
That's actually a point that might make us take the left pile here over the right almost, but Warchefs is a really good 2-drop.
Yeah.
So it's probably...
let's take that for now.
Yeah, it's probably still a bit safer to not focus too much on a champion that we have as a one-off. That's so weird. Why is there no third pile? I don't think I have ever seen this.
It's happened to me quite a few times. I don't know. I thought it only happened when I took one region, but here we've got both. So
that is so weird. I can't remember when that last happened to me.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, makes the choice easy.
Okay. So I really like Will of Ionia, but I guess these are pretty decent.
Yeah, Will is also not that great in like limited, where it's mostly just about like trading and resource fights a lot more and a lot less about like beating a very specific strategy or blowing out a very specific thing. and recall is pretty bad. And as I said, we want to take as many Demacia cards as possible because of Bannerman. So I would just stay away from the Ionia piles unless they have good elusives.
Alright, let's do that then.
And the Demacia piles aren't better.
Oh my god, Vanguard Cavalry. Oh yeah, they nerfed Inspiring Mentor quite hard. Jeez.
Yep, that makes it a lot less appealing.
Yeah, I feel like we've already got 2 Vanguard Cavalries. These are pretty decent spells.
Yeah, I like the right pile a bit better. It gives us something that we don't have that much of yet, like some kind of trick with Riposte. And also it spells for Lux, which doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, we already have 2 cavalries.
Yeah, okay.
And they are solid, but like you don't want a million of them.
Yeah, don't too many. Okay, oh, interesting. No Demacia.
That is like, these are the weirdest picks I've seen in a while. Like, we are clearly heavy Demacia and get a pick with no Demacia, and we got a pick with like 2 bundles. Like, what the fuck? Did they mess up Expedition in the patch or something?
This is weird, man. Okay,
I did my runs mostly before. I did my runs before the patch hit. That is so strange.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, Shadow Assassin's good. Scaled Snapper's good. I feel like both of the Keeper and River Shaper aren't great in this deck. I feel like maybe Shadow Assassin wins up over here.
Yeah, that's what I would say, since like Shadow Assassin is a lot better than Snapper, I think. And as I said, like elusives are the main reason that we want some Ionia cards.
Yeah.
And Keeper is like, okay, it's a 2/3, so it's like not terrible.
That's true actually. Same as that, at least.
Like, it's nothing special, but it's like nothing. It's not terrible.
Yeah. Okay. Vanguard Surgeon, Relentless Pursuit. Purify, Prismatic, Recall, Kinku. Ooh, this is a hard one.
Yeah, neither pile is like super standoutish.
Which one?
If that neither pile stands out super much. But what would you want to take and why?
I feel like the left pile is decent because we've got a barrier which can help with Zed and Lux, and we've got Purify, which we don't have any of. However, this is a pretty decent 3-drop, but it comes with a really bad, at least in our deck. Well, I guess actually Pursuit's okay with Zed, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Pursuit, but I do think that Vanguard Sergeant is extremely good.
Yeah. Would that be enough, in your opinion, to take that over these 2 on the left?
Probably, simply because it has a unit. And like Vanguard Sergeant is a 2-for-1, and it provides a 6-cost spell for Lux, and a card that can just win you the game.
That is true. I forgot about the 6 spell for Lux. Okay, let's take that one.
And the left pile is just a little weak. And once again, a weird 2-pile pick. Like, these expedition algorithms have changed in a weird way, it seems.
They have. This is
not something that I have experienced like this before. I have never gotten a pile without my main region, especially deeper into the draft, and I cannot remember that I ever gotten like multiple picks with like 2 piles.
God. Okay, well.
Also, as you can see, the cards are bugged. The like artwork is missing.
Oh really? Where?
Like the preview artwork, like they are black. The successions and the barrier.
Oh, for me they're not.
Really?
Oh, this. I'm gonna.
I don't mean when you mouse over. I mean if you don't mouse over, it's just like a black background.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Normally you have like only Vanguard Defender shows the card art.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Okay, this is a very buggy run. All right.
It seems like an odd run, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like here. I guess another 2-drop could be nice to help us with mana curve a bit. And
it doesn't matter too much. Like Succession is a 2-drop if you don't have a 1-drop.
That's true actually. Yeah, I feel like we don't have that many combat tricks at the moment. Like we've only got Riposte.
Yeah, which is why I wouldn't hate the right pile. It's 2 spells for Lux, and it's like a unit that we can play on turn 2, and it is a decent interaction.
Okay, let's do that then, the right pile.
Exactly.
Okay, nice. I'm not
Like,
getting
what
out
is
of picks.
going on with this? There's also like 3 card arts missing. This expedition run is really weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna show Riot this stream, and they're gonna refund me this token.
Yeah, it almost feels like they might have messed something up when they made changes to expedition.
Must have been. Okay, well, I definitely don't want another Mage Seeker. Although
no.
with Vanguard Surgeon, yeah.
These piles are so bad also, like.
Man. Relentless Pursuit, 2 Relentless Pursuits.
I guess we have to get another Mage Seeker.
Yeah, I think the.
Or maybe.
When I play Mage Speaker, do I have to, if I don't have a spell, like, do I have to discard something, or can I choose?
No, you don't have to discard something.
Oh man, this is shit.
But it's obviously really bad as a 4-cost 1/4/2.
Yeah, man, that's horrible.
It's bad either way, basically. The card's really terrible.
Okay, so you would take the yeah, I really don't know. I personally might just go for the right one, but
the right one is also fine. Like, it's pretty close. They're similarly bad. But like, Vanguard Sergeant is a bit higher power level than Pursuit, and then Warchef, and Pursuit is not great, but a bit better than Mage Seeker, I guess.
Okay, let's do that. We'll take the left.
It's a close call.
Let's go Mage Seeker.
Yeah. Also, you can also the Vanguard Sergeants make the Mage Seekers a bit better because you at least get a big free spell. So if it really matters, you can discard them to make the Mage Seeker relevant.
So it could be. Oh look! Oh wait, I thought it was the other Mage Seeker. Okay, I know. Okay, so probably not taking the right pile, even though Navori's alright.
Yeah, we don't have a great support for the Navori either.
I found Detain quite useful, but I feel like we don't have that many. We only got a couple big 5-drops, like tanky people to use the Detain on. So, yeah, I'm leaning towards the left just because Chain Vest, it's not amazing, but it's just a one spell thing, which is alright. And
yeah, it's pretty close again between the left and the middle, but I would like the quality in the middle is a bit better, but like Silverwing is pretty good and fits well into our curve, and we have a lot of 3s. So maybe left is a bit better, even though the power level in the middle is higher.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's take the middle one.
Yeah, I guess it's fine to just get like the 5-cost spell for Lux and have like some removal, because our deck is not turning out that well. So having some hard removal like Detain might mitigate some stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so not taking the right one. Oh fuck.
These piles are really weird.
This is one of the worst.
It feels like draft is completely messed up. Holy shit.
Jesus. Okay. I like Bright still. On guard doesn't do much for us here. Purify, Detain. I'm tempted to go Relentless just because of Bright Steel.
Yeah, I would agree. Like,
yeah,
we don't want to like get too many like unit-based spells on the left, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
It is interesting that it seems to count Succession as a unit for like the bottom, because I think we don't have 8 spells including Succession. Let's count real quick how many spells we have.
Okay, I've got no 1-drops. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Did I count that right? 9.
No, I think
we have 8. I counted Mage Seeker as a spell. Yeah, 8's right.
I think it's 8, so it's we just have fewer spells than I thought we do.
Yeah. Okay, I think we need, I think having a strong 6-drop here beats out.
Yeah, Citria is very good.
Yeah.
The million Succession. Although Succession plays pretty well with Lux at least.
It does. Oh fuck, we've got 4 Successions.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But I mean, it's not bad, like it's alright.
It's not. Yeah. You had something to help with oh god, what's
with this Sergeant Pursuit pile?
I don't know.
We keep getting this Sergeant Pursuit pile.
I did read that they made some changes to these packs.
Yeah, but like,
God,
it feels like there's more, like this feels much more different than the 1 or 2 changes to Demacia that they mentioned in the patch notes.
Yeah, definitely. This is very
like this entire draft is developing in a really weird way. It feels like they messed up their draft a bit. We'll see if they say something in the coming days about it.
Yeah.
Because this feels off. Like, this is the worst draft I've seen so far since I started playing Runeterra.
Same.
This feels kind of train wrecky.
Last week, yeah. Okay. Well, this isn't a good situation no matter what. We don't have a lot of late game cards, but
no, we just keep getting mono 3-cost piles.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm tempted to just take the Relentless in the middle, just because having another 6-cost spell could help us cheese our way to victory with Lux or something, but I don't really know.
Yeah, it plays well with Lux and it plays well with our 2 bad Mage Seekers that we didn't want.
Yeah, although to be fair, Mage Seeker Conservator creates a 6+ cost spell in hand as well with the Detain.
Yeah, like maybe we want to take the left pile because it's hard removal with Detain, and we have so many 3s, and Relentless Pursuit is not looking too hot in our deck.
Yeah, I'm feeling the one on the left. Let's take that.
Even though the middle pile is power level wise a bit better, but yeah, we just kind of
when you say power level, do you mean you just mean like the value of the cards?
The overall like power level of the cards is higher since Mage Seeker is like a pretty low power card.
Okay.
Like it's at a similar power level or lower power level than Pursuit, depending on the deck.
Okay, I think we need to take the one on the left here, just because we don't have. I feel like we don't have a lot of 5-drops here. Like
less because of that and more because Swiftwing Lancer is just a really powerful card. Problem is Chain Rest is not.
Challenger and the thing. I like these 2-drops as well, but yeah, let's take.
We have more 2-drops than it seems because of all the successions.
That's true.
So we don't need 2-drops that much.
Tons. Okay. Ooh. Oh damn, nerfed.
So it's actually close between the top and the bottom trade.
Yeah, I like all of these actually. How many of those, what are they called? The guys who create this. We've got 2 of these. So that would, if we use Mage Seeker and we discarded like a 6-cost spell, then it would be a what, 7/4?
Yep. Not great, but I think the bottom trade is maybe a bit better because the 2 Mage Seekers are just so bad. Even though I would really like to have back-to-back, because even at 6 back-to-back I think is still very good.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we want to get rid of these Mage Seekers as soon as we can.
I agree. It's a good opportunity.
That's the good thing, at least. If you have to pick up these bad cards in draft, the trades are often pretty good at offering you trades on exactly these bad cards to at least get rid of them.
Yeah.
So not sure how these algorithms work, but they are set up in a way that make that more bearable.
So yeah, don't really know what our game plan is here, but
we'll just try and make the best of it.
Yeah, I guess that's
certainly not a deck that makes me super confident.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, how is the echo now? Did we manage to get rid of all the echo?
A custom board guy. Okay, so he's got Shannon Fiora here, so Demacia. I feel like we should get rid of the Riposte.
Yep.
And I think I'm okay with this.
I think we want to get rid of the Keeper as well.
The Keeper, yeah?
And probably keep the other 2.
Oh, because I guess we can play this on turn 2.
Exactly, this is going to be our turn 2 play, and Keeper on turn 2 is more something we want to do if we have to.
Okay. 3 drops, baby. Yeah.
Mono 3 drops.
Okay. All right. Guess.
Yep. Also, we have like Xen 0 Radiant Guardians and stuff. Is it maybe that they force you down more like a certain pile pass in that region now? And we took like a pile in the beginning that forced us down like these bad packages.
Yeah.
I will have to read up on the patch notes on Expedition again because I didn't like pay that much attention to them.
Fine.
But this is like feels so different.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I think we should go for the attack here.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we have to. Uh-oh.
I mean, that's fine.
Fine. Play Vanguard
awkward.
Sergeant?
No, I think we have to pass back.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because otherwise he eats the unit that we play and his Fiora survives.
But
and this way we play something post-combat.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. Okay. Alright. And Shadow Assassin or Vanguard Sergeant?
I think I like Sergeant a bit better here.
Yeah. Then...
Because it gets in for 1 more damage and does a bit more against Fiora.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pretty awkward spot against Fiora here.
Jesus. I think we just play a Succession.
I'm trying to think if we actually want to attack first here. What champions does the opponent have? Fiora and?
Shen.
Fiora, Shen. I guess it's fine if he plays something like Shen here. Yeah, maybe just make another Succession and then try and attack with both, depending on what he does. There isn't too much on 4 in those regions that is big.
Yeah.
Like most things are like at a similar size of what we have. So they don't make our attacks bad. Like Bannerman is one of the ones that would be really punishing here.
Ah, fuck.
That's pretty bad too. But yeah, this Fiora, we don't really have a whole lot we can do about it.
I guess I just need to pass.
Just pass, yeah. Because if we have 2 blockers, we can at least like eat the War Chef or whatever is attacking with it. Oh, that's a great draw.
Interesting.
That's our saving grace here.
Okay. Shall I
Just
wait
pass.
till she pass, yeah?
Yeah, just pass back. We want him to attack here.
Yeah. And I guess...
Because if he attacks here, we probably get a free block on something small and can like get rid of Fiora.
Okay. And should we kill War Chef or...
Yeah, I think we kill War Chef here and use Detain on Fiora.
Cool.
Exactly, with the guy that Fiora is challenging.
Of course. Oh, thank God we drew that.
Yep.
I'm just going to turn this down a bit so I can hear you better. And if Fiora gets released, she won't have the +2, will she?
Yep, she will just be 3-3.
Oh no, what the fuck's this?
Is it stuck? Oh wow, seems like they really fucked up the client.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, please go away. Oh no. Okay.
Maybe try pressing escape to get the options, maybe that fixes it. Nope.
You have good memory.
Nope. I guess we I guess we're flying blind. Maybe the next card.
The game, or?
Maybe the next card that's going on the stack.
Okay.
Is like fixing it, hopefully. Otherwise, you have to restart the client.
I think I saw someone post about this on Reddit. Shit.
It's not going away.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Can I hover over this? Yeah, just about. Okay. Makes for a great experience.
Well, okay. I guess we play the Lancer.
The Lancer. Jesus. Can kill River Shaper, I guess.
Yeah, we challenge River Shaper and attack with the 3-1 as well. The 3-3 stays home. Too dangerous.
Alright.
against 6 mana, he could have any trick to blow us out, like back-to-back and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
The 6 mana and back-to-back is even an argument to consider staying home with the 3-1, so he doesn't get, like, the double value. Yeah, awesome bug, right? Are we echo-free by now, guys?
God. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Granted tough on this dude. So wait, is this fourth card in his deck, or... I don't actually know.
Me neither. I guess we have to restart the client after this combat.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't auto-concede. I think the time should be enough to restart the client, so restart it real quick.
Now?
There's still echo. That's unfortunate. Sorry, guys.
Alright, thanks.
Restarting the client real quick.
Yep. Oh. Boy. It's taking its time to start up.
Yeah, it's not the fastest starting client.
Yeah, I guess we've been in a rush to start it up, but now I am.
There we are back. Wait, we lost the game?
Yeah.
Did the opponent just kill us before we got back or what?
I don't see how he would have killed us that fast.
Because it doesn't auto-concede when you
Yeah,
like restart the
I
client
read that
normally.
you can reconnect.
That's very unfortunate.
Okay, well, I'm going to contact right support after this. So
Maybe we timed out just enough so the opponent could attack and deal lethal because we were at 9. Seems unlikely though. He didn't even have that much damage, I don't know. Weird. Oh well.
Okay, it is what it is. Let's try this next one.
Can you say something?
Can you hear me? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Should I do the top trade then?
Yeah, I would go for the top trade.
Feels good.
We might have to do the second trial, like this deck is just such a train wreck. We'll see.
Yeah.
Do you have auto pass on?
No, I took it off.
Okay, that's good.
Wow, interesting deck. I had 2 Mage Seekers. Okay.
We only have 1. We traded 1 away.
So why do I have it here?
Because we had 2.
Oh, fine. No, okay. Yeah.
That's the one that we have left.
Alright, what would you discard here? I'm not sure what I would take out.
I think we replace everything except the duo.
Yeah?
Because we have enough on 3 that we can draw like better 3-drop options, and duo is a good 2-drop.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, worked out. Just pass, yeah?
Yeah, I guess we are not attacking today.
Of course not. He's got a Lux and an Israel, so...
Cute deck.
Yeah. I guess they're going to be very spell heavy. Huh. Alright, play Green Gate.
Yeah, just play duo.
Okay. I was thinking we barrier Spar and Student.
I don't think that's the greatest choice. Even though we have Lux, I would probably just play Succession here. That presents a lot more pressure And we can use Protector like more useful later, because the barrier doesn't really do anything here.
Yeah.
Like, if the opponent doesn't open attack, which he probably won't because his board is so weak, next turn he plays an attacker, we can barrier or blocker, and then he can't attack into us. So we have a really good defensive Protector on turn 4.
Yeah. Is it worth attacking with Dauntless here?
I don't think so.
No, just do this.
Yep. But see, he has no good attacks now, so he needs to do something before attacking, and that means we can play Protector.
Yeah, oh wow, he's going for a slow game. Should we just pass here?
That is actually an interesting consideration that I just started thinking about as well. Yeah, we can do that. That gives us potentially a nice Protector plus On Guard next turn.
Yeah.
We burn 1 mana, but that's not too bad.
Yeah.
It also lets us float some mana for Lux.
Okay. So play War Chefs?
Yep. That looks like a pretty neat On Guard turn, actually.
Oh yeah, I can play Bright Steel and then On Guard?
That's the plan for now, depending on what the opponent does.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna Bright Steel. What should I Bright Steel?
The duo.
Yeah?
Yes. Because then we have 2/4 attackers that can kill the Rig and the Stefan.
Yeah, of course. Because we're gonna use Challenger to.
Exactly.
This has turned out to be quite a good match for us so far. Alright.
And you need to buff the 3/3 with one of the 3/3s with warships.
Okay, so let's put
actually it matters which one you take. We take the student because since its buffs are temporary, it doesn't actually take damage.
We won't lose the HP permanently, will we?
Exactly. Put the 2/4 in front of the student, the 0/3 in front of one of the the 3/2, the protector, and the 1/1s in front of the others, and press OK. There goes his board. I mean, he has some trick potential, but he can't back-to-back anymore since the change, because he only has 5 mana. So he can only do so much.
He can Frostbite, I guess, someone, but it's not going to do much for him. Or Mystic Shot.
Either way, this turn is not gonna turn out too well for the opponent.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Gets rid of it.
Back-to-back costs 6 now. Just like Harsh Winds, basically an equivalent to Harsh Winds now, which makes sense.
Yeah, that's good. Because the only problem with playing Lux this go is that we kind of waste the barrier.
Yeah, which is why we might not play her this turn.
Yeah.
You can just play Sergeant and float 3.
Ooh. Even with her doing this? Could even detain that.
I think I like playing our Lux best here, more so than detain. Because we can detain next turn in response to him making a spell to try and like do something with his Lux.
Yeah, they're not going to get a 6. We've only got 3 mana. This guy's not happy.
He's gonna shuffle a couple of Luxes in his deck.
Oh, fuck.
No, block the rig. We take 4. And eat his rig for free. With 4 damage to us, don't matter too much.
Yeah, at this point.
Very questionable attack by the opponent there.
Judging by the emotes he's spamming, I don't think he's happy. Okay, we've got 8 mana. Play Vanguard Cavalry or Vanguard Sergeant?
First of all, Vanguard Cavalry wouldn't work. Second of all, we need to have Detain open. So what we can do here is just play like... we could play Sergeant, but I think the best plan is probably to just open attack here by buffing our Lux with the Warchefs.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yep. You can just, by the way, drag the whole combat. You just have to start picking up the Warchefs, then move to the Lux, and then swipe the rest, for example.
Oh.
You can just pick them up one by one, basically, and then drop them.
Okay, so I detain her with Lux.
Not with Lux. We don't want to put all eggs in one basket.
Okay. Interesting.
But we also don't want to use Duo because he is PNZ, so he has removal. In the end, we might actually have to use Lux here because she's the hardest to deal with. Normally, I want to try to avoid putting all my eggs in one basket, but
if they
she is the best target because everything else dies to Mystic Shot and Static Shock and Avalanche and all that stuff. So he has a lot of outs to kill those. Alright, press OK. And you could have Relentless Pursued it as well at the same time to flip Lux and get an extra combat right away.
I mean, yeah, we can Relentless Pursuit now, right?
Yeah, but that takes another action. We could have done it without an action. But yeah, we're gonna do it anyway.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
We could have put 2 spells on the stack.
Yeah.
Because then we now could have used Final Spark already on this.
I see.
But yeah, play the Pursuit. He only has 2 mana left, so there's not much he can do with the extra action. So us needing an extra action here doesn't matter that much. But it's important to minimize your actions, basically. So when you have an opportunity there to do 2 things with one action with 1 priority, that's great, because then after combat he gets priority, and we already have the Final Spark in hand. So if he then plays the 3/3, we just Final Spark it and attack.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that. I'm still trying to get familiar with this passing turns thing. Okay. We've got a Z. I'm tempted to take the Garen, but I don't know if taking 3 different heroes is good in Expedition.
That's not that relevant of a criteria, I think, but Garen is also not that great. And we have a lot of Sergeants already. I might just take the middle pile because it gives us some decent flexible spells, and that is just a powerful play. Like if you're on odd turns and you just drop a Z turn 3, that's really good. And we don't have Bannerman, so taking more Ionia cards is not really a problem.
Okay, makes sense. Let's do that then.
Let's see how far we can get with this pile.
Imagine if we get 7 wins with this deck.
That would not be easy and reasonably impressive.
Ooh.
Putain. I guess we just keep it. I think keep the mask. Keeper of Masks.
Yeah.
And we just have like a decent 1, 2, 3. I mean, we could redraw the succession.
Should we do that? Because we do have a lot of
3
3
maybe.
drops.
We have a lot of 3s and drawing a... like we are on even turns, so drawing a Z is not that great.
Yeah.
But still, like even drawing like a Sergeant is better. Like this, for example.
Okay, play Warchefs or...
Yep, pretty easy Warchefs.
Yeah.
That means we don't have an attack. That's the only upside over playing Keeper here, because with Keeper we could attack for 3, but it's also not that likely that the opponent plays a 3-3 here, because it has to specifically be a 3-3. Any 2-3 or 3-2 we can still attack into.
Okay.
Except this, yeah. The attack is too bad. But yeah, we don't really want to play around like a very narrow case that is overall worse.
Yeah. You can't always know what the opponent has.
That's like the only 3-3 he could play there.
Just take the damage.
Yep. Not like we have a better option.
Yeah. Okay. Vanguard.
Yep. Do the thing.
Mage Seeker.
No, you really don't.
I mean, you've got a Mage Seeker, just the wrong one. Okay, should we play Conservator first and see what he does?
We can actually do that because we have a decent Keeper turn against most things you can drop here. And Riposte seems a bit aggressive.
Yeah.
So I don't hate that. Because actually with like Warchefs we can make everything on our board 3 attack.
Yeah.
Even the Mage Seeker.
Nice.
So we have a decent attack. Actually we can only do it to 1. Like we can only make the Keeper 3 attack or the Mage Seeker, but that's still fine.
Yeah. Keeper.
So we're gonna like Warchefs the Keeper and let him like trade with the Mage Seeker if he wants to.
Yeah, good idea. Do we still attack?
Yeah. Oh no, actually no. Never mind. No attack. Barrier to OP.
Even not even using. Yeah, I guess there's no point putting a Mage Seeker.
Yeah, it's just not good to give the opponent stuff for free here. Plus we have for Demacia, so our board matters.
Yeah, that's true.
Sweet. That looks like a decent for Demacia next turn.
Yeah. Put down Cavalry?
Yep. That also denies the opponent his attack probably.
I wonder if he's got a barrier or something. I feel like he's baiting something out right now.
Yeah, he probably has Riposte, I would guess.
Is it worth
No.
using Vanguard?
I think we probably just take it here. Because we have for Demacia next turn.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't think I like blocking here.
He must have a barrier or a post or something. I guess the only problem is he could have deny, but yeah.
I mean, if he has deny, he has deny. That's fine.
For Demacia?
Wait, let me think.
Sure.
Actually, with the double barrier and on this board, we might have a nice attack here. Nah, just ship the for Demacia, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty good spot. Even if he has the repose still. He can't even like eat the cavalry. So you can only eat like some random guy.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just pass.
Yeah. There's no point attacking, is there? He loses 2 mana.
We're probably gonna detain the guy here.
Ooh.
Guess that happens.
Yeah, there's no point doing anything now. So, what should we detain? I guess we detain first blade.
Yeah, I think we detain the first blade
You put
and trade the keeper with the 3/2.
Okay, and who does the detaining?
The cavalry, I think.
Cavalry.
The opponent doesn't really have many ways to punish that. And I do think I want to put the 1/1 in front of the 3/3.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, the Mate Seeker. And just take 6.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think taking 6 is fine here. Not like he has reach. And that softens up the 3/3, so it dies to the 2/3. Well, actually, it's kind of close.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Play the sergeant.
Yeah.
And then we can go again next turn.
Oh yeah, nice. Another Demacia. Okay. We've got 5.
Actually, I would probably just play Lancer here.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to like attack without barrier backup with the cavalry, even with for Demacia, because the 6/6 plus a trick kills it. And here we can just challenge the 3/2. Well, actually, we even potentially have a nice attack. Oh no, now we just challenge the 2/2. Easy. You might still have a riposte, but that's fine. We have barrier.
Yeah.
Like, he probably has the riposte here. Otherwise, it seems pretty bad to play the live blade.
Oh yeah, because he knows we've got challenger.
Yep,
Yeah.
there it is.
Good call. Alright, let's just barrier.
Yep. We have a decent Shadow Flare next turn, potentially.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. Although we gotta be a bit careful.
Yeah.
With our life total here.
Let's see what he puts down. Uh-oh.
Okay. Pass.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Well, that gets us so much about the reach.
Yeah, that's unlucky. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe my decision to not jumped the 6/6 instead of the 3 came back to bite us, but even if we wouldn't have, we would have still been at 10, which means exactly at 0.
Yeah, that's true.
So unless we jump block both, we still die to this line.
Yeah.
And I mean, he really needs to have like 2 elusives, the riposte, and the back-to-back. So it's like just not a very likely sequence.
We couldn't have known that.
Oh look, we can get rid of the bad Mage Seeker for a bit better Mage Seeker. I guess we do that then.
Yeah.
We should have time for 1 or 2 more games.
Yeah, let's try one more of them.
Depending on how long the next one goes.
Shadow Isles. Okay. So I feel like he's going to play pretty aggressive. So this is one thing I'm not sure. Do we keep the Lux here because it's like just a good rare 6-drop?
Not a fan of keeping 6 drops in the opening hand. I think we have enough 2 options with the successions that I don't want to keep Keeper either, but it's close because Keeper is also fine on 4 with Z, I guess.
Yeah.
So maybe we keep the Keeper just to be safe. Because on certain boards we can just play Keeper on 4 to make sure Z can attack as a 4/2.
Yeah.
That is a bit awkward on evens, but I think in Expedition it's still good enough. Like in Constructed I would not keep a Z on even attack turns, but I think in Expedition that's a bit different. Okay, this is annoying, like really annoying.
We can't.
Which means we can't play Z on 3, we have to play it on turn 4, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Means we play Warchef on 2.
Yeah.
Attack.
Oh. Is it worth playing duo to?
We might actually play Z post combat.
I see. Yeah, I forgot that.
Although we might not get the chance because the opponent might not have a combat without Z. So depending on how things go, we make one play or another.
Is that just pass here?
No, too risky. He then just passes the turn. So I guess we just play Keeper here.
Yeah. Because then next, yeah.
Because then we actually have a pretty decent turn next turn. And we even have Barrier backup, which is pretty good. Was that?
Oh yeah, nice. Okay, so let's play Z here.
Yep. And then you can buff Z with the Warchefs.
Yeah, get 40.
And see now if you pick up Warchefs, pull it over the Keeper to Z, and then pick up the Keeper, you can like pick up all 3 together.
Sorry, say that again. Pick up the shafts.
Exactly.
Like that.
Exactly. It's pretty well done. It feels really satisfying. It's very nice. I like that. I like that mechanic.
Smooth.
Makes the game feel really smooth.
Okay. Do we barrier now?
Why?
No. So if he just blocks. Oh yeah, of course he can't. Even if he blocks.
We only barrier to save that. Why would you want a barrier there?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even have a good block, and even if he does, you want him to block before you use the barrier, so you actually get to trade the barrier for the blocker. Yep. That's fine. Lots of damage.
Nice.
Chonk chonk.
Kalista. What does Kalita's upgrade do?
She looks pretty cool. Badass.
Oh.
All the good cards, huh?
Alright, do we pay Vanguard? Cavalry?
We gotta let it resolve first, but yeah.
Of course.
Vanguard seems like a good plan. Makes his attacks pretty awkward. Yeah, it was a bit sad that they changed Kalista. Okay.
Summon an exact copy of an ally.
The opponent really wants to try and burn us out here.
Yeah. I mean, we've got a barrier if we need it.
Pass.
Oh shit.
Holy, he's really going for it.
Yeah. This guy's an ephemeral genius. What would we do here then if he leaves it like this? Put Vanguard here.
Vanguard here, yeah. Keeper in front of the 5-2. And Warships in front of the 1-1.
Yeah. Okay.
Really don't want to like take too much damage here, so because
yeah,
we're in a good position, and the only way to lose, I think, is to be randomly burned out. Like, we're already taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Whenever I've tried Shadow Isles in Expedition, I just never get the synergy I need to make them work.
Yeah, I'm not that impressed with Shadow Isles and
yeah, but when I do come
Expedition.
across them, like opponents, they seem to always have like amazing synergy.
I just slam Citria and go to town.
Ooh. So, who should we war chefs the Zed?
Yep.
So this will put Zed at what, 6-5? That's good.
5-4, but yeah.
We
have the barrier.
Why did this say 6-5?
Because it's the end of combat.
Oh, after he's leveled up.
If the opponent isn't blocking, then he would level up.
He needs to block at least one person.
That block is not working.
Guess he could just put Phantom Prankster, but he needs to block with both.
That's a pretty good outcome for us all in all.
Save the Zed?
Yep.
Yeah.
And we have barely enough to not get run over by Hecarim.
Yeah.
Also, we have Detain on Hecarim if he plays anything pre-combat. Yeah, now you just Detain.
Cytheria or War Chefs?
I think with Warships he... Wait, let me think. No, take the Citria because he can have Grasp, deal 3. So we really don't want that to blow us out. Gotta like always think about what outs the opponent has, and he has like Black Spear, which he can't use yet, and he has like Grasp of Darkness, which he can exactly use, and that would give him the Hecarim back.
What's Grasp of Darkness? Is it the 3 damage one?
Yeah, drain 3. And the only answer I can think of for like Citria is like Detain or Vengeance. Play duo.
Play duo, yeah.
And then we win next turn by open attacking.
Nice. No, I'm surprised we've got 2 wins with this deck.
It's not that bad, but it is a bit wonky. But it still has a couple of strong cards and it's Demacia, so it can only be so bad.
And we even got an auto loss for the first round.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. Also still don't know why we got a loss, because the time we should have had enough time to not be timed out and died.
Yeah, I agree.
And you don't get an auto loss for like disconnecting.
Alright, do you have time for one more or?
Not for another game, but like let's do the pick or trade.
Okay.
And like closing questions if you have any questions or stuff. But we are at exactly an hour.
So yeah, I don't want to get rid of War Chefs, but I feel like Radiant Guardian's just amazing.
Guardian is really good, but yeah, I like the other 2 trade options better.
Really?
Simply because they give us more what we need. Like we have so many 3s and we don't have that many tricks. Like I would probably take the 2nd or the 3rd trade. Yeah. Maybe the 3rd trade, simply because we have so many successions and Blade Keeper plays well with our 2 Zs. And we don't really have 4 drops.
Yeah. I guess the only good thing about successions is they work with Lux, but we barely get.
Yeah, but we still don't need a million.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
So I like the last trade probably, just to make the deck a bit more well-rounded. Even though like the first trade is a nice power level upgrade, but we have a lot of 5s already. Curve is important, like card quality is not everything. So do you have any questions?
Alright, yeah, so let's say we were offered no Demacia. Is there a preferred region that you like?
Like I said, I don't mind going Freljord, because there's also like a lot of just generically good cards. It's not as synergy dependent of a faction, and you often get Demacia on like one of the 2 picks, so you can go like Demacia Freljord potentially with the 2nd pick, stuff like that. You can also go like Freljord Ionia. Like Ionia is another good option in general to go first because of the flyers. The problem is you don't usually want to be heavy Ionia, because aside from the elusives, Ionia doesn't really offer that much, and it has a fair share of like bad or mediocre cards. So the pool of Ionia cards is not that deep in terms of cards you want.
Yeah.
So it's better as a support region than as a main region.
Yeah. Just getting elusives and recalls and stuff.
And the other regions I haven't really like experimented much with, because I mainly play like the reward expeditions weekly, so I don't play a ton of expedition. So I haven't like played a ton of open play to experiment with all the regions.
Yeah.
But yeah, the PNZ, Piltover and Zorn, can be quite good with like the spell synergies, from what I heard from other people. But these more synergy driven things are also a bit more high variance and more likely to be overpowered by just someone dropping like good quality units with Demacia, for example. So Demacia just doesn't really feel bad against anything, from my impression, if you have like a solid Demacia deck, because all your cards are just very robust.
Yeah. Have you ever tried going like aggro with Noxus?
A bit, but that once again seems pretty high variance. And like how good does your aggro look if your opponent just drops like well-statted dudes on curve, and then suddenly you don't look so hot anymore?
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like a very like reliable strategy. It can get there, but yeah. I had a few good-looking aggro decks, and they didn't do that well. Like they look good, but in the end they just lost to people having good units and high-quality cards in the decks a lot, which is not surprising to me.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, no, I think I definitely learn a lot from. I think my main problem isn't the draft, and I think it's just the way I play combat. doing things like playing 2 actions in 1 turn, so I don't like give them a response. Things like that. Knowing what to mulligan and all of that.
Yeah, great. One thing that is also a good rule of thumb is not using your tricks too aggressively. Like, don't get yourself into situations where you need to use your trick even without the opponent doing anything. So try to set yourself up in situations where if your opponent doesn't do anything and you don't do anything, the outcome is fine. So you can use your trick as a response to something the opponent is doing.
Yeah.
Because then you get to blow them out. Otherwise, you might use a trick proactively, and then the opponent counters with a trick and suddenly trades their trick for your trick and your unit.
Yeah.
Depending on the trick, like with barriers, that doesn't work that easily, but like with pump spells and stuff. In general, you wanna like use them reactively to react to your opponent trying to improve his situation, and you want to put your opponents in even or bad situations rather than make an attack that starts out bad for you and requires help from a trick to become a decent situation, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, and also I think I know the answer to this one, but I just want to make sure. So if I attack someone and then they defend and they play a burst spell, will the turn go back to me so I can, for example, then play burst spells?
You can't do something before the burst spell resolves, but a burst spell that changes the situation always gives you priority back.
Yeah.
I think there are burst spells that might not give you priority back, but they are ones that don't impact board. Like if they play Rummage, for example, or something like this, I think you might not get priority back. But even then in combat, you might get priority back. I'm not 100% sure. But it doesn't really matter because if it's Rummage, it doesn't change the combat.
Yeah,
but anything, like if they play a combat trick like a barrier or a pump spell, you always get the turn back. That's the thing. That's what I meant. Like you want to attack in a way that you can just say okay without playing anything. Then if the opponent doesn't do anything, the combat happens and you are fine with the combat happening that way. So you're not dependent on using your trick without the opponent doing anything. Because that leads to a situation where, you might run into the opponent. So you don't want to attack with units if you can avoid to, that would just lose to another opposing unit without a spell.
Cool. Nice one,
That's something that I see other people doing a lot against me, and that's where you often get them, because then I'm sitting there with my trick, they attack into me with like a bad attack that makes it very clear they need to have a trick for this attack to even make sense, because otherwise they would just lose a couple of units. And then I just set them up, let them do their trick, play my trick, and then the combat is turning into a disaster for them, and they lose their trick, they lose their units, and it's just a very, very important thing to keep in mind, especially in these limited style games, to not give them the chance to blow you out and use your tricks to counter their blowout attempts.
Yeah, I feel that's probably something I need to improve on, because I do feel like I so often get screwed over by my opponent's tricks, but that's probably because I always use mine up first. So
or because you use yours in situations where you could have avoided using it. Like you don't need to prevent every trade. Sometimes it's totally fine if your unit trades with their unit. You don't need to save that. You only need to like save unfavorable trades or protect important units in situations where they would otherwise die. But for example, if your 3/3 trades with their 3/3, no need to barrier that a lot of the time, because you can just let them trade.
Cool. All right. Also, the last thing is I noticed in this deck, like we only have like 3 5 drops and 2 6 drops. I mean, obviously it's been working out fine for us so far, but is that like enough? Is that enough late game cards to?
It's fine. Like I mean, you want your deck to not be too clunky, and it also obviously depends on what you get. Like if we would have gotten like a good 7 or 8 drop, we would have taken it, like a Reinforcements or Tiana Crown Guard and stuff. But in general, you want your curve to drop off, kind of like a bell curve, basically, that like goes up at the beginning, then around like 2, 3, 4 is the highest point, and then like from 5 on goes down again towards the end and like gets lower the further you get. So while a handful of 5-cost cards is fine, a handful of 6-cost cards might be a bit much, and so on and so forth. So you just want to like get the fewer the higher the cost of the cards get, and like the 7, 8, 9 cost cards you want only like very few, but they are very strong ones, but you don't want too many. So if you already have like an 8-drop or 2, you might not want to take the 3rd one.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, man. Thanks for the session. That was really good.
All right. Great. Glad it was worth it for you and helpful. And yeah, thanks for taking the lesson. And thanks for letting me stream it. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And yeah, good luck with the rest of the run. With the rather wonky deck, but I mean, as you saw, it can still get there. You just gotta play a bit carefully and get a bit lucky, like not draw too many of the not so great cards. Like not drawing the Pursuit that often certainly helped.
Yeah, that's true. You never got 2 pursuits.
And try to get like a lot of value out of the cards to make up for their lack in quality at times.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I'm going to contact Riot after this, try to get a token back.
Yeah, it seems worth an attempt, because that loss in the beginning and like how weird the draft was. Like I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to be from now on, but that draft was really weird. Like a lot of like 2-card piles and like 2 pile picks and weird bugs. Like that was very strange. All right.
All right, dude. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
All right. Thanks.